Hello there, it's Hayley from SevereWeatherTV.com with the severe weather outlook for this day, this 13th day of June, which also happens to be a Friday for some reason. So what's happening at the moment? In the land of cyclones, we have Hurricane Cristina in the eastern Pacific. We have what are basically the remnants of Nanauk in the North Indian Ocean basin. And in the northwest Pacific, we have what the JMA is considering an unnamed tropical depression, or an unnamed depression, and what the JTWC is considering a medium chance. We'll talk about that shortly. In the United States, 15% chance for severe thunderstorms today, but 45% chance tomorrow, with the addition that some of that may be significant severe weather. We'll talk about that shortly as well. 15% chance on Sunday. So, here is the cyclone map. So this is showing all of the different things in effect. So here is Hurricane Cristina, Category 1 hurricane at the moment. This thing, I do believe, maxed out at Category 4 status, so it was once a pretty massive hurricane. Per the bulletin from the SMN, they are still expecting some rains from the system, as well as wave heights up to 4 meters for parts of the coastline. With Nanauk, a much better situation than was predicted at one point is occurring, which is that Nanauk basically seems to be dissipating over water. Because at one point, the official JTWC forecast had it reaching land. Now, however, if you were to go on and read these paragraphs with all this, there was often, they were stating how there was low confidence in the forecast because lots of different things were showing. There wasn't a whole lot of agreement between the models and all the things that were happening. So, but the good situation seems to be that it is dissipating over water. Per this advisory from Oman, they are expecting wave heights of 3 to 5 meters, rough seas. I would assume that's all related to Nanauk, though they don't specifically mention it. And then over here, in the Northwest Pacific, we have another one of these situations where the JMA has started, the Japan Meteorological Agency has started tracking this system. It's an unnamed tropical depression or an unnamed depression at the moment. But the JTWC is considering this a monsoon depression, calling it a medium chance of tropical cyclone formation in the next 24 hours. So whether this thing reaches name status, and of course, even if it does reach name status, that happened with Metog, however that's pronounced, where it was a subtropical system. So the JMA was tracking it and gave it a name even, and the JTWC never covered it at all. But so that kind of thing can happen out there in that area, depending on how the different agencies how they tend to look at things, right? Here's some models, numerical models showing the potential path of Hurricane Cristina, right? How about that? Moving away from land, that's good. In the United States, here is an overview of the severe thunderstorm threat for the next few days. Here's what's happening at this very moment. Let's see if we've got all of these. So we've got 8 severe thunderstorm warnings all over the place. 1 special marine warning out there. That is what is happening at this very moment. In general, here's the map showing the probability of a tornado today, so as high as a 5% chance. Here's the map showing the probability for 58 mile per hour and greater winds, as high as a 15% chance today. Here's the map for severe hail showing or indicating 2 things. So all of these in general are where 1 inch or larger hail is possible. In the black hatched areas is where there's the increased threat that the hail that falls will be 2 inches or larger. That is how they define significant hail. Tomorrow, much freakier looking situation where you've got as high as a 45% chance, and that's in the day 2 outlook, so it wouldn't be terribly surprising to see a 60% on some area in tomorrow's forecast. But 45% chance, and then in all of this black hatched area is where the significant severe weather is possible. So that, again, could be, it sounds like it's an isolated tornado type of situation. So the black hatched area is probably going to be for the 2 inch or larger hail. Could also be for 75 mile per hour and greater winds instead of just 58 mile per hour and greater winds. But tomorrow, Storm Prediction Center will break it down into the individual threats, and we'll find out what is in the official forecast. Here's some web pages for more information or whatnot. And that is it for today. And hopefully you're staying safe out there.